Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 2 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to start working on our project. We added grid lines, we added exterior wall, and then we have dimensions and levels. So before we start, what we want to do is save our project first. So I'm gonna go and click on save right here, and I want to put it on the location that I want to. So here I'm going to go to Revit, and then I'm just going to name it as house, and then click on option, and then you want to make sure that your maximum backups are in 20 if you're a beginner. If you're intermediate, around 10, and then if you're good enough, around 5. So I'm just going to put it at 10. So I put it at 10 so that every time we save, we will have a backup of that save. And then once it hits 10 backups, we'll be able to, it will actually override the oldest one. So it's a good way of doing that, so that we will always have the backup of a backup. So in case something went wrong, you will always go back to that project. So click OK, and then here just click on save. So now we save our project. We have a copy of that. You can do is we can save it again, so that we could create a copy of a copy, and then now we can start. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to create another wall, and this will be an interior wall actually. So duplicate this, and instead of exterior, interior, and then this will be number 1, and then press OK. And then we're going to leave the gypsum wallboard material, and then 200 thickness. So press OK, and then OK again. And then now we're going to create this wall right here. So from E5 to E3. So we're going to add that wall right there. Press escape. And then what we can do is we could close this off. So this is H3 to H4, and then H4 to Jack 5, or 4 actually. So that's gonna be the powder room, the small one right there. And then we can press escape, and here, this walls, we're just gonna delete this, or actually, we don't need to delete it. We could just select both of them by holding on Control button, and then we could just put it as an interior wall. So basically, we're exchanging that to an interior wall, because this is interior wall, and this will be the laundry room right here. So next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to add furniture, so that we could see how this one look. But before that, we could add in some doors, so that we could see how everything lays out. So if you click on component, and then here we could select some components right here, and then actually the door is under here, and then you can type in DR. So we're gonna use door, but this door is the one that I don't like because it doesn't have the knobs, the door knobs. So what we're gonna do is we're going to insert, and then load family, and then we have different kinds of doors that we have right here. We could go to metric, and then we could select the door. And then here we have different kinds of residential doors. We also have double sliding doors, and then we could go right here and see the ones that we could add. So we could add this one, door interior, single, 2-panel wood. Press open, and for me, I like just the 2000. So we have different kinds of width, but the height is 2000. So I'm going to select all of this style right here, up to 900 by 2000, because this one is 2100 and then 2400. So we're not going to use it. So we're just going to load whatever we want to, so that it doesn't affect the size of our Revit. So press OK and then press yes. So now if we press DR, we'll be able to select the door that we want. Of course, this is not the door that is going to fit on us. That's too small. But here, I'm going to add the pantry door. And then here, we're going to add the one for the washroom. So depending on the size that you want, you can increase it by, you can select this one and then go to drop down and then select. If you want to make it 900, you can do so. But I'm just going to undo that. 700 is good enough for me. Here, it's up to you. If you want it to be maybe 750, why not? So depending on what size you want, you can increase that or decrease it. So now we have this one added, and then we could start adding different size of furniture. So now I'm gonna load and then go back to the main and then go and select furniture right here. I want to add a table first. So let's add in the table. And if you don't have this, because this is all default Revit families, I have it in description in part 1. So part 1 of this series, I have a description there, and it will have some link, and then this will be the second link right there. So press OK, open, or the first link actually, and then we could select CM. This is just a regular component, so CM, and we could put in the biggest one right here, and I'm just going to add it onto this area right here, because I'm planning to have our kitchen right here. So maybe I'm going to put the fridge right here on this side, and then we have some cabinets, and then it will be an L shape. So I'm planning on doing that, and then this will be our living area, and then this probably, or this will be the family room or the grand room, and then this will be the living area. So either way, we're going to have that. I'm planning to add here is maybe those the one with a furnace, so it will have a mantle and those kind of stuff, modern mantle, and then this will be an entertainment area, so it will have TV, and then we have some cabinetries and those kind of stuff as well. So that's my plan, but for now, let's load in more furniture. Let's go back here, let's go to seating, and then we're going to add, I believe this one is good. I'm gonna add this chair brewer. Press open, CM. So once you add it, make sure to add it again so that it's the next thing that will pop out once you type in CM. And then here, we could also increase this size if you want to. So for example, if this is not big enough for you, we could edit this, so duplicate, and then we could put this one as dining area, dining table, and then Now we're editing sizes now for our family. So width, let's make it 1000, and then this, make it 2300 for the length. So now it will completely different now. So we're going to delete this first, and then nudge this one outside, and then we're going to move this one right here, and then select that, and then we can do mirror, and then here select the three of them by holding on control button, and then selecting right here. So mirror, we could do mirror by drawing axis, or just pick axis, because most of the time it will give you the midpoint of everything. So now we have an edited version of a family that we edited. So as you can see, it's very easy to edit a family. So you can basically do that. So we're going to add some seating here as well. So let's add in another one. Let's add in a sofa on this side. So I'm going to use m_sofa and then cm. So here we have our sofa. As you can see, the space, or we can maybe add in more or make it bigger. So we need to edit that. So to make it bigger, and then we can put this one as sofa. So I'm just putting in random names, or just regular names, so that it's easier for us to remember. So here we could just add in like that. We could add a table on the side so that it looks nice, and then we can CS, create similar, and then spacebar to rotate. So now we have this nice one. We can even add bookshelf if we want to, so that it looks nice. It looks like our library. And then of course we're going to add something here as well. And then we could just move this one, nudge it on the right side, so that we have enough space on the side here. So now let's load in more. I want to have the Corbeau sofa on this side. So CM, and then we could add the bigger one right here. I'm also going to add a wall right here. So CS, create similar, and then we're going to have it up to here, because we're going to have a stairs right here. So we're going to need that space here, and then we need this one to be closed off. We could now add or make this one bigger. So this sofa, Corbeau, duplicate it, sofa number 2. The depth, we can make it 800 or 850. This height, just regular, and then width, I'm going to make this one 2500. And as you can see, it looks nice, it's big. And then we could just have something here later on, or on this side, the same, maybe like a table here. So AL, we could add or align this one to the wall so that it looks good. So there we go. And then maybe to nudge it in place. So AL again to completely add it to the wall, or just putting it to the wall. And then now let's add in the table. So go back here, table, and then we have different kinds of table. We're going to add that table as well, and then the nightstand table. So CM, I'm going to add this nightstand here. There we go. And then CM, or actually CS again. So create similar, and then add it on this side. CM, There we go. And then AL to align it here so that everything looks nice. We have enough space here. Nothing is going to hit anybody from this corner right here. So that looks good. And then here, we said that we're going to have some storage. So maybe a shelving like this one. So click open, CM, and then we could just add the shelvings right here. So that will look nice there. And then also maybe some shelvings, and then in the middle, we could add in the one that I told you about, like a mantle with fireplace. We could create an electrical fireplace. So for now, let's just add in the shelvings so that everything looks good. And then once we have time, we're going to create that, and then it will look nice for sure. And then after that, as you can see, we have this one already added. We have shelvings there for books and everything. Let's add in another table, but the coffee table. So going here, load, go back, and then the table. And then here we're going to have the coffee table, which is this one. CM, add it first, and then let's change the size. I think this one's perfect, the size. If you need to change this size, you could just edit, but make sure to duplicate. Always duplicate the original so that you created yours, and then you can always rename it and those kind of stuff. So that's a good rule to have, is to always save the original and copy it and duplicate it. So here I'm just going to replicate this one. It looks nice. It looks good. If it's not, because we're going to create this entertainment area here, we're gonna revise it for sure. So now we're good here. We're good here. Next thing we're gonna do, maybe a small chair here, or those decorative chair, a featured chair. So we could go to seating again, and then we're going to look for a nice decorative chair that we have. We could use this one. So CM, and then we just need to make it, so most of the time I go to the corner so that it changes the chair angle. As you can see, you can go in whatever angles you have, but if you go to a corner, as you can see, it changes the direction or the angle. So I'm going to use this one like that. We could have one or two because we have enough space. And then here we could just delete this one, CS, and then just add it like that. So that's good enough. We have enough space here, so it's not going to be bothersome. Of course, we could just nudge it in place if it is, but looks like everything is good, so I'm good with that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna load some lights, because we could add in some table lights here for the nightstand. So here, let's go to lighting, and then architecture, and then internal, and then let's look for not a floor lamp but a table lamp. We could use this one, click open, and then CM to add it instantly. As you can see, we added there, but it's not showing, but it's there. So what I usually do is go and create a section so that I can see everything. So I'm going to double click here, and as you can see, this one is not at the proper height. So I'm going to try and align this one from this one. So I click tab so that I can select that part right there. So it's probably you have to click multiple times for that to be selected, but that's how I did it, and you can do that as well. So now we have this the proper height or proper offset from host. So as you can see, it's now in the proper height there. So now it shows on that. So the good thing about selecting this one and type in CS or create similar, which is this one, is that it records the offset or the parameters that you set on this one. So now we don't need to add 762 on that. So we just need to CS, and then it will be in the proper height now. So as you can see right there. So once you set that, it's just easy to add it again on the same table. So we're good with that. And then we added lights here. Maybe we could add in one more, those floor lamps. So I'm going to stand up floor lamp. So I'm going to add that, open, CM, and then I'm going to add it on this side so that we have lights here. And then we could create this nice entertainment system area right here. We even might have to extend this one. So that will be on the next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.